Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah, and today I would love to review this wig for you, which is called Citrus Mint by Belle Tress in the color Butterbeer Blonde. If you'd like to know how long she is, how the color is composed, what special features she has, how the cap looks from the inside, and how I like her, then stick around and let's get started. So, Citrus Mint is a cute style that really surprised me because I didn't order her myself, and just judging by the manufacturer's stock photos I've seen, I didn't really think she is as cute as she is. Fortunately, I got her from my friends Jan and Silke from Perückenglück.de, my favorite new online wig shop in Germany that has the best American brands, and this is one of their returns, and so I got the chance to try her and review her. So thank you so much, Jan and Silke, and to whoever you are who returned it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the chance to show this style to you. Thanks a lot, guys, for letting me try her on. Now, I think this has a really cute wave pattern, and you can style her in many ways. You can lay her more accurate or just whoosh her up and make her a little wilder. But this is how she comes straight out of the box. She's still brand new, and you can see she still has the zigzag part, which of course I cannot remove and have to leave in because she's being sold in the clearance after I reviewed her. Now, I think she has a really great length because she's longer than many other styles like Columbia or Amaretto, Caliente, and so on, but not as long as other styles like Shakerato and Bohemia and whatever they're called. This one is just a little longer than shoulder length, and I think it's a great length, just in between shoulder length and long. So if you'd like something a little longer than those other styles, you should try this one. And it's also one of the newer Belle Tress styles, which means she has those fabulous new cap features that I'm going to show you in detail in a minute. But like I said, I'm very positively surprised by this style. Now, it comes in one of my all-time favorite colors by Belle Tress called Butterbeer Blonde. I've shown her many times, and although Belle Tress really has a lot of great rooted blondes, and I always have a hard time deciding which blonde I want next, this is the one I can always pick and know I'm going to love it. Of course, there are variations in the color from style to style. Sometimes they're a little brighter or darker, have more or less highlights, etc. But the basic color is more or less always the same. And Butterbeer Blonde is the sister color to my all-time favorite Shaded Biscuit by Raquel Welch. It also has the same color codes that are 19, 23, and S8. Now, Belle Tress describes the color as a medium brown root with a blend of sandy blonde, ash blonde, and light blonde. And there's really not much to add to that description, but let's have a look at the color codes anyway. Now, the 19 is the base color, which is a light sandy blonde, and this is what makes this a creamy neutral color. The 23 is a light ash blonde, which I love, and so the color tends towards cool, but I would say it's more a neutral color, leaning cool. And 8 stands for the root color, which is light chestnut brown, and suits perfectly in my opinion. I really love this color. Now, Citrus Mint has an extended lace front, which I absolutely love, which means the lace front doesn't end here, but goes down into the ear tab, which looks much more natural. And it has a center lace part. Of course, I'm going to show you the lace front from up close. And as most times with Belle Tress, this is really beautifully done. It looks very natural, especially as it's extended and goes all the way down to here. As you can see, it's done beautifully. For my taste, it could have even more density up here, but since the highlights they brought to the lace front aren't as white and really broad, I think this still looks very realistic, and the knots are fine, so you definitely won't see any knots. Unfortunately, I can't show you the lace part since it still has the zigzag part from the factory, which I'm not allowed to remove. And I can only guess, but most of the times Belle Tress has a really dense part that is too densely knotted, and you always have to pluck a little to make it look more realistic, which is something I really don't like that much. But as long as you can do something to achieve the look you want, that's fine with me. I'm just so happy they started to do the extended lace front on all of their new styles, which is such a huge improvement and so important in my opinion. Now I will show you the length all around the screen, so I won't have to bore you with any numbers. And we could talk about permatease next, although there is hardly anything to talk about since this style has hardly any permatease at all, as most Belle Tress styles. I don't feel any at the nape, and there's always some at the nape usually. None in the back, none on top, and just a tiny amount on the sides, which is just typical. They all have a little bit of permatease on the sides. But all in all, I would say this is a rather low density to medium density style. The density is not as low as on many Ellen Wille styles, for example, but it's really low. And when I touch my back, I don't really feel like touching a wig. I mean, of course, you can feel the wefts as long as there are wefts, as long as it's not a completely hand-tied style. You will always be able to feel the wefts and the net underneath. But since the density is really rather low, it's not really extremely low, like I said, but I wouldn't say it's a medium density either. It's just a really good density and looks very natural in my opinion. Now the fibers are made of Belle Tress's heat-friendly fibers, and I think they have really perfected the heat-defying fibers and have the best and smoothest fibers on the market that feel so realistic and are just gorgeous. I really love Belle Tress fibers the most, as you may know if you're following me, and this one here is no exception. I also think they stay softer longer than other heat-friendly fibers that get a little rougher or drier sooner, but the Belle Tress fibers are really fabulous. Of course, in this length, you will always have to detangle after each wear using a white tooth comb, a pick, and also some detangler maybe. And you should also carry a white tooth comb in your purse or handbag so that you can comb her through from time to time, since this is touching your shoulders, rubbing on your clothes, and gets more friction than the shorter styles, of course. So you will also have to apply some heat to the ends from time to time when they don't feel as good anymore or don't move as naturally as in the beginning. You can fix this really easily with some heat. Now, like I said, I really love Belle Tress fibers. Okay, now let me show her to you from all sides, and after that, of course, also outside in natural daylight. So what do you think? Do you like her? Are you also surprised like me, or has this been one of your favorites? Please let me know in the comments below. I would really love to know. Now, when it comes to styling, of course, there is a lot you can do with a style with this length. It has a really good length. Like I said, you can do updos, half updos, put her back in a ponytail, do some braiding, or just wear her open like this. There are quite some styles you can try when you have a certain length. And of course, you can also move the part a little. Since you have some parting space, you can at least move the front of the part to the left or the right so that it looks more like a side part if you're not such a big fan of center parts. Now, let's try her with glasses as always, and of course, with that little amount of permatease, it's not a problem at all. And you still have enough room between the ears and the ear tabs to wear glasses. All right, now let's have a look at that gorgeous color outside in natural daylight and today also in direct sunlight. Now, isn't that color just gorgeous? I'm always having such a hard time deciding on what color I want when I order a new style. Do I go for the classic Butterbeer Blonde, or maybe Champagne with Apple Pie, or Bombshell Blonde, or any of the other great colors? It's so hard to decide. But Butterbeer Blonde will always be one of my favorites. Okay, now last but not least, let's have a look at the cap from the inside. So here's the cap from the inside. Here you can see that beautiful lace front that is extended all the way down into the ear tabs, which I love. Then this seamlessly goes into that center lace part, and you have enough parting space to move the part around a little. Here you can see the highlight color they brought up to the hairline, but it's not overly done. It's just enough in my opinion. On the side, she has the felt-covered ear tabs with the metal stays inside. The rest of the cap is open-wefted. She has a standard nape, it's not extended, and the typical Belle Tress pull strap adjusters. All in all, this is a really nice cap with great special features. Okay, that was my review of Citrus Mint. I hope it's helpful and you liked it. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss my future videos. And there's a new one coming out each Friday at least. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and I will gladly reply. Now, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well, stay that way, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye. Long. So if you're looking for some... Hello. Now, Belle Tress describes the color as a medium brown blend. No, a medium brown root with a blend of light. No. I also think they do. This is a really nice cap really nice cap with great features. Really nice crap. Now, if you like this style, you might also like this one, or you just have a look at my complete Belle Tress playlist and have a look at them all. Thank you so much for being here.